Welcome to your ImmPRINT tutorial series. In this video, we will discuss the HL7 reports with emphasis on the error reports. All sites that submit data electronically have access to these HL7 reports and are required to check the HL7 error report daily. Some sites will choose to have an IT person fulfill this responsibility. Some larger chains may have a corporate person fulfill this responsibility. Proceed to the left side of the screen and release the Reports section and then select HL7 Report. The HL7 Report screen is now visible. Release the drop-down menu that says Select Report. Here you can see the 5 available HL7 reports. Select Connectivity History Report by site. Also, if necessary, make sure your site name appears in the site field by using the drop-down. This report does not require a starting or ending date, so click Run Report. Be advised that all reports will display the name of the report, the date and time the report was created, the name of the site, the address, and phone number of the site. The connectivity report displays the EHR vendor, the date the HL7 credentials were created, the date the first HL7 message was sent, and if applicable, the date the first bidirectional message was sent. Now let's look at the vaccine report by site. Select Vaccine Report. Make sure your site name still appears in the site field. For this report, we are going to use a starting date of January 1st, 2016 through September 25th, 2019. Click Run Report. The vaccine report is now displayed and will show every vaccine submitted via HL7 during the date range indicated. Each entry will show the local chart number, the patient name, the patient date of birth, the CVX code of the vaccine, the vaccination date, and the vaccine name. Select Error Report by site. Be sure that your site name still appears in the site field. For the purpose of this training video, different test sites are being used. Be advised, your site name will not change and we will use the same starting and ending date as before. Click Run Report. The error report is now displayed. It is very important that this report be checked daily. The first page of the report is a summary of the numbers and types of errors that have been received in the date range indicated. We will focus on 2 types of errors: the data errors and the technical errors. There are 2 types of data errors. One for unidirectional transmission and one for bidirectional transmission. All data errors must be corrected by the site. Technical errors must be forwarded to the EHR vendor, and the EHR vendor is responsible for correcting the technical errors. Let's scroll down and take a look at some examples of data errors. Each data error will provide you with a medical record number, the patient name, patient date of birth, and a description of the error, followed by the date the error was created. The error description is very important. This will tell you what needs to be corrected so that this shot data can be successfully submitted. Let's take a look at the very first one. The MPI number is missing for an encountered shot. So that means to correct this error, The correct MPI number needs to be submitted based on what provider is responsible for that shot being given. Let's take a look at the second one. Rabies immune globulin with CVX code 34 given on October 5, 2018 cannot be updated due to mismatch between CVX code and manufacturer. This means that an incorrect CVX code was submitted and the correct CVX code must be used so that this shot can successfully be submitted to the registry. The error description is the key to correcting all data errors. If for some reason you come across an error description that you do not understand, please contact your immunization team member or manager for assistance. Please be advised that once errors are corrected, they will not disappear from this running log. To verify the corrected submission made it through to the registry, check the vaccine report on the day of the corrected transmission or simply check the patient's record. The last two reports are the ongoing data submission reports. These two reports show you the same information, but one is by site and the other is by individual medical authority MPI number. For our purposes today, let's look at the report by site. Be sure your site name still appears in the site field, and we will use the same starting and ending dates. This report will show you the number of patients and vaccinations that have been submitted via HL7 for the date range indicated. This report will also display every medical authority and MPI number associated with this site that shot data has been submitted through during the date range indicated. If you have any additional questions concerning HL7 reports or electronic data submission, please contact your immunization compliance team member or manager.